Hello everyone, funkdoc here again, and we have another two-player game. I think I haven't done one of these in a little while, at least I haven't been doing as many two-player games lately. And this one is against psteinx, again, one of the very best power grid players overall. But, someone that's, I've had a pretty decent record against in two-player, so we'll see how this goes. So this one. Erfurt is clearly going to be the starting build for the player with the 3 plan. And I think if you have, what I think you do is, if I get the 4 here, I bid 5 for the 4 plant. If I get it at this price, I can build Fulda and then jump into Howl here. And I do in fact get it for 5. I think it's a good, correct play for Stein to let it go. Arguably, I should not have even bid 5 on it, but I was testing Stein a little bit because Stein will sometimes pay a little more for the 4 plant in 2-player games compared to someone like me or J-Bode. So I was kind of testing him a little there, and he passed the test with flying colors. So now it'll get interesting. I expect Erfurt build from Stein. That's the obvious single build here, and you should always build 1 with the 3 plant. You want the turn order advantage. I have just enough money for this, right? Yeah, I can do this. Sure. Yeah, I can do that. Just barely, but I can. That's why I was willing to pay 5 for it, because I knew that with 5, from my memories of playing on these configs, like if you pay 5 for the 4, you can still buy your max coal and afford this build. Just barely, but you can. So now I'm in position to expand 2 different ways here, although Stein could take Nurnberg and really take me out of a lot of the south. As long as I get Wurzburg, I can still get some of the south, though. And I'm in good position for the north because if I could take Magdeburg, that's a fantastic position to win Brown up there. I'm putting the 5 up for bid because I'd really rather not buy the 8 here when Stein would just jack up my coal prices. So Stein, I expect, will build Leipzig next because he needs to threaten Magdeburg as well to force my hand up north. That's the obvious build for him and also the cheapest build for him by far. It's still just 6 for this connection because these 2 cities have a free connection. And Stein does the classic resource buy with the 8. Yeah. I'll just run the oil and not buy any more resources because I'm guaranteed to go bottom next turn because Stein's clearly angling to build a second city here. Yep. The obvious one. 17 and 40 have come. Okay. That's some big uns. Well, no, 17's a big one in the sense of big time blocking the market with its horribleness. And once again, we do this. I expect Stein to pass here. Yes, which is correct with the 8. You don't want to get stuck with the 8 and the 10 together. That's not a good look. So... All right. Unfortunately, I cannot quite afford... What I could do is this. I could actually not run oil this turn. Instead, store a little extra coal and build Magdeburg and just power 2 because I really want to get Magdeburg. That's the most important city for me to take right now. Because that requires Stein to make 2 pretty big jumps in order to get more of the stuff from me. Berlin is easier for him, but then Schwerin will be really expensive. Yeah. So clearly this is the play. I'm obviously buying the 10 here. Like, for sure. All right. So I can do this. I mean, I technically could power 3 cities here, but I don't think it's worth it for me to run the 4 plant in this situation. Like, technically I make a little bit of profit from it, but my coal's going to get jacked up on the next turn. So I'd rather hold on to the extra coal and use that to get another turn out of the 10. Stein takes Berlin, which is expected. Now I'm eyeing Wurzburg next. Well, no, actually Wurzburg can wait a little bit. 26 came. So we're getting quite an oily market here. And obviously we got to bid this. Because 17 being the next plant in the market, not good. Uranium's at a decent price now, but the problem with 17 is it's bad for turn order at this point. And also, 17 does not make you a profit in one turn like 11 can, because of the plant being so much more expensive. Yeah. Actually, the more I think about it... Stein does get a much cheaper connection to Schwerin from Berlin, so that makes it pretty important for me. Basically, your alternative is going to be buying something like the 9 or the 6 if you don't pay for this plant. So I'll actually pay 19 for it. The 13 will have a lot of long-term value, especially on Germany. But 20, it's hitting about my limit there. And I mean, 13's not the greatest fit with his plants. That's the one thing I'll say. I might actually buy the 6 here. I think I'm going to do it. I'm doing this just to open up the market for the next turn. Hopefully we can get a chance at 26, and then I'll have a little bit of a... Probably have a little bit of a money edge there for that plant. I have no reason to build it all this turn because I'm just guaranteed to drop to the bottom of the turn order next. So I'll run trash this turn, and then I can run some oil in the next turn when it gets cheaper. So 42 and 46 were drawn, so those will be going under the deck very soon. 46 will be going under this turn. And obviously I have no reason to build. And time to fight. 34 stays on. Now this is what I was waiting for. And there's a lot of bad plants still to come in the deck, so this is going to be worth a lot, I think. I mean, yeah, 34 could theoretically come on. So this is kind of like a high variance auction, I feel. Because, like, you could get 34 to drop, you could get 25 to drop out of nowhere, even like 21 at cost would be great. But there's also a very good chance of a dud dropping too, is the problem. So and there's one of them there duds. I do feel like that's a fair price for this this point of the game, though, with these expensive builds. I have no reason to buy any of this shit, that's for sure. Because theoretically I could buy 23, but yeah. Actually, I guess I could. Guess I could buy 23. I can have a lot of money for builds, though. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem is I'll just pass on this because I'd like to be able to get both. I want to be able to get both Schwerin and Wurzburg on this turn. Because next turn then, I'll be better set up to buy 23 and actually make use of it. Or no, not to... I don't think I need Wurzburg yet. I can just take Schwerin and be happy here. Yeah. Schwerin. Yeah, I'll just do this. Just jack up oil as much as I can now to try to punish 26 there. Stein stays below me. Okay, that's actually a good move. $42, go under. Hey! That's actually a good plant for me to see after last turn, because Stein can't afford to really bid this up. I mean, he can buy coal on the 8, but the problem is he is also under pressure to build to make use of the 26 with the extra oil there and the 13 plant. Stein does not get cheap builds now, exactly. And I'll do this, sure. 25 comes afterward, which is not great news for me. I am a little bit worried I might have overpaid for the 20 there, but I can at least build to 5 and make use of it here. Stein just buys 1 coal. Interesting. It makes sense, though, because Stein can replace the 3 plant next and just use 8 as a coal storage plant at this stage. I want to get Wurzburg next, which means I can only afford to store this much coal. Stein should not need to use coal on... God damn it. God fucking damn it, Stein. Well, I'll do that. Okay, now I'm in a rough spot. I wasn't sure if Stein would have the money to get both, to get to Wurzburg too. Okay. Now I don't even get 23. This sucks. This really sucks. Yeah, I just don't. No. Just no. No. 14. Okay, now we're getting the stall here. I see what's happening. Now we're getting the stall. And Stein's going to win this game probably because the way the market went after 26 there is just really stupid. So here's what I need to do. I can only afford to jump to... Oh, I can jump to Stuttgart. I mean, I could jump to Stuttgart, possibly, but I'd rather take this jump to threaten more stuff. Man, I gotta think about this one. I think I still do this, though. Because I feel like Stein is not going to have a lot of incentive to buy a gazillion coal. I think I just take this now. Stein has incentive to to use the green plant. There we go. Okay, so I can aim for an Augsburg jump. This one's out. 22 is in. This is a problem now. This is a big problem. I mean, it's still more beneficial for me to run the 5 compared to the 6 right now because of how it attacks Stein's oil. I don't want to run the 20 and the 10 together, though. That's just cannibalizing my own resource too much. And I'm buying the trash to put some doubt into Stein's mind as to whether I'm going to build or not. I'll make Stein overbuild now, if he wants to. Stein puts 22 up for bid. I mean, it's not bad here, but I'd almost rather have 23 at this point. 23 is going to make me more money. And it won't affect turn order here because Stein already has 26. And there's a chance I could still get 18 or 21 out of this. Or even 16 I would welcome. I'll pass this. Yeah, see, I'd rather have 23. Alright. And now I can't buy any extra oil. Yeah, I think I just have to build big now. Yeah, I'm just ridiculously far behind in this game now, though, with 25 coming out of the market, too. At least I'm in an okay enough position to where I could pass on plants. $36 out, 18 in. I didn't even see 36 drawn, so we can take care of that. And obviously we pass now. 24 is not going to be the greatest thing with 6 still in the game for me. I'm going to use it at least one more turn here. Yep. Stein doesn't even buy 24. Interesting. I might have, like, I'd be tempted by 24 just for capacity purposes, but next turn will be interesting, though. Next turn will actually be interesting. And you know what? I'll burn oil on the 5 again, even though it technically costs me money. It's also going to cost Stein more money over the course of the game. I'll do this. Stein's going to win the builds, though. Stein's going to build up there to take Lübeck. Yep. Yeah, Stein bodies me on the builds here, as expected. Oh, 32 is drawn and will go under the deck. The only advantage I might have over Stein is capacity. But that's not going to be too important because of all the expensive building here. Like, there's still a lot of time to go yet in this game, so Stein's money lead will give him an advantage. $29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got a little bit of a ways to go before step 3. I'll actually bid for this. Here's why. Because... Here's why. That's why. Stein has an incentive to replace his coal plant. So I have sole control of coal right now for this turn. And because of that, I will actually just buy this and not build. I think this is my best money-making play because I'm going to need you to use both 20 and 25 for the long run. So I don't want to make coal too expensive for myself. Now 34 and 39. I didn't see that 39 was drawn. Neither of us really need a 7 plant. Okay, let's stop and let me figure this out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What plants did I... Oh, no, 30. 30 was drawn, and 31 was drawn. Okay, those were the plants that I missed. Let me think about this. 42, 38, 31... Oh, 36 was drawn. Okay, so we have this right now. Looking at the market that's left... Not a lot of great stuff other than 50. We don't really need 7 plants, so this is worth bidding a good deal. If I buy 30, okay, if I buy 30, I can replace the 6, get a turn order advantage over Stein. Not that that matters. I'll do 1, 2, 3. What I would do is 13, 23, 29. 30 plus 29 is 59. So this is still worth bidding a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, not a great job for Stein. Although he can probably buy it and just end the game on this turn. Oh no, he's going to take the smarter one. I'll buy 3 uranium. I will buy exactly 3 because I'll buy 3 uranium because I'm going to use one of the 23 this turn. I'll replace 23 in the next turn, and then I'll definitely get my 2 for the 39 that I want to use in advance. That's for sure. So, yeah. Kind of have to buy this much coal, even though I'd rather not. The 20 auction, it doesn't seem great, but then 20 was one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't situations, simply because Stein had so much more money than me. That was the problem. Stein's going to end this on the next turn, though. Although he does need... I mean, Stein needs a 7, but we do have 7 plants on the deck. And he can... In 46, like, there's no way I can buy shit out on 46, though. Yeah, there's 42... All right, 36, 42, 46. Could bid on this. Could bid on this to replace 20. Seems a little silly, though. But oil is pretty cheap. The only nice thing here is that 36 is not safe for Stein. He knows that. So he's going to have to buy 2 more plants to end the game. Really? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2... Oh, shit. 36 is safe for him. Oh, fuck my life, then. That's bad. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason for me to buy extra here because Stein's just going to end the game. So... yeah. I should have realized that I couldn't threaten a coal buyout. Should have thought about that. Not that it mattered. I mean, like I said, there was no way I was winning this game anyway. The builds went bad and the markets, I kind of screwed up the builds. I guess I needed Wurzburg sooner. And the other problem really the big problem was just how much the market stalled after the 26 auction. 26 was the plant that decided this game. More than anything. And we know Stein's ending now. Easy. Yep, big win. It all came down to 26, I think. Also to my builds. This was, I mean, I've never faced counter building quite like this on this map. I'm not quite sure how to play this one yet. I don't know how soon I need Wurzburg here. So, good game to Stein, and see you later.